Hello friend, in front of you what you are seeing right now is something called blockchain. Yes, as you can see over here we have got smart contract. Let me show you a very small smart contract using Solidity I have written. This is the contract. This contract has got two state variables called first name and last name, which has got Peter Parker. And what I want to do is that I want to pass on these two values with the help of get data method. As you can see, it passes the return value over here. These two state variables I want to show it in the front end. Yes, you rightly heard. This get data function, which is returning couple of string variables, I want to show them in the front end. And which front end? And that is called React. So I have created even a React application over here, and here is my React app. I would like to show you the data into the React front end. As you can see over here, the first name and last name would be shown. And not only that, couple of more things would be there, and that I want to show you one after the other. So first, how do I manage to show it in the React application? I mean to say, how do I pass on the data to the React application? That is what the first challenge, and for that reason you need an Ethereum network. And before that you also need something called ETH. As you can see over here, I have my wallet, that is the MetaMask, which has got a good amount of ETH, so I can use this ETH for the deployment of smart contract in a network. Now where do I get the network? And for that reason I need to have something called HardHat. Well, HardHat is here I have already deployed it. Let me clear the screen. Let me stop the server. Let me clear the screen. As I was doing testing at this point of time, that's the reason you are seeing all those data. Yes, so first I need to activate my HardHat server, and for that reason I will be using npx HardHat node. What this will do is that it will start the HardHat local network, with the help of which I can deploy smart contract locally in my system, and that too within this local Ethereum network that has been provided by HardHat. Well, HardHat is going to provide you at least 20 free account, and these account you can use it. With the help of these account you can deploy your smart contract in this particular network, and that you will be seeing in right now in this code. I will be doing it. So on the other side I will be starting my React application, but before that I have to deploy the smart contract which I just now showed you. This is a smart contract. I need to deploy it in the HardHat network, then only React will be able to work. So first I need to deploy it, and for deployment I need another script, and that is called here, which is there. Let me close this tab. Here it is. Here is the smart contracts. If you come to the script, I have got a script over here called deploy.js. With the help of this I can implement, let me show the code even. This is a script which I will fire, with the help of which the HardHat will be able to deploy inside my Ethereum network, that is the HardHat local environment which I am using. I will give a call to this particular folder called script and the deploy.js. Now let me fire the code right now. So here what I will be saying is that I will write npx HardHat, and since I'm going to run a program, so I will write run, and the network which I will be using it, the local area network I will be using, so localhost, and the script which I will be using is the script folder. Inside that I have got a file called deploy.js. Once I hit the enter, what would happen is the smart contract would get deployed inside this local Ethereum network, that is a HardHat. Let me show you. I hit the enter, and the moment I do that, the deployment takes place successfully. Look over here, the name of the smart contract is user input, and that's what we saw just now. Here is a smart contract name user input that got deployed successfully inside the blockchain network, and that is a local network. Of course it's a local, it's not a global network. So local network it got installed, and this is the address of the smart contract that is present in the local environment. I need to pass on this address to the React application, then only React will be able to figure out where exactly the HardHat is located in the Ethereum network. This address is very important, and look over here. Even here also the address has been shown, that this is the address that has been shown, and even it is showing the account, which particular account it is using. And if I scroll up, I told you that the HardHat is going to provide me around 20 free account. Look over here, this is the account, first account it is using. So with the help of HardHat account, your smart contract got installed inside the blockchain network. Sound interesting as well as confusing? I know, since if you are seeing it for the first time, it might be very confusing, but this is how the architecture goes. Okay, so now this particular address I need to hand on to the home. I have to pass it to the React application. So let me come to the React application now, and here is my React app, and look over here, I've already assigned this address. So let me show you again. The last three letters are AA3, and if you look over here, it is showing AA3, and even over here also it is showing AA3. So this is very important. You have to deploy your address to the React application, then only it will be able to work. And plus you need something called ABI. Okay, so ABI is your what you can say, like when you work on Java, you are writing the Java program, and then you go for compilation, it will create a .class file, right? So here also a similar kind of thing happens. When you compile your program, it will create the ABI file, and that ABI you will find in the artifact folder. Inside the artifact folder you have the contract. Over here the ABI file gets generated actually, and this ABI file is required very much. From here the JSON, you will get the ABI file. This ABI file I need, and this ABI file I have to pass it to React application, then only your React will be able to figure out. Okay, and few more important things I've done over here, and I'm sorry I cannot disclose the entire code. So nonetheless, so the ABI file is connected, and now what I will be doing, I will be starting with React application. If the configuration which I have done over here, if it is successful, then only you will be able to see the blockchain, the smart contract data in the React application. Is that the only thing? Of course not. Let me show you. Now let me run the React application. For that I have to go to the React folder, and that is, I've given the folder name as called client. I will get into that folder, and now let me clear the screen and let me start the React application. npm start, and I hit the enter. So if everything goes fine, the React application will start, and here it comes. Oh, I'm getting an error. No, it's not an issue. So let me click the next button. Yeah, fine, because I have just now configured the what do you call, MetaMask. That's the reason it came up. So let me come over here. Now see. Okay, I just now few minutes ago I configured the MetaMask, as the reason it was giving an error, and see the deployment taken place successfully. I mean, React is getting the data, see, and that's the reason there has been some deduction in the ETH. Initially it was showing 100,000 ETH it was showing, but now over here see it's showing a slight deduction has taken place, right? And this is the data that was there in the smart contract. Let me show you the smart contract data once again. See, in the smart contract we saw Peter Parker was there, and now you are seeing the Peter Parker record inside where? Inside the React application. So the data has been successfully sent from smart contract to the React application. Remember, smart contract is a blockchain concept, and that is like a database which has been stored at the back end, and React is the front end. So the back end you're getting the data from to the front end, right? And not only that, what I want to do is that I want to update this data. So there is an update button over here. So I want to modify this data, and I want to change this data, and I want to give a new first name and last name. Although I'm not taking any input from a user, but I will be going for hard-coded input. So over here in the app, what I have over here in the update function, I have assigned static value. So let me click on the update function to show you what happened. The moment I will click on the update button, immediately the wallet will be called again, because you are trying to modify your smart contract. So again a new smart contract registration will be taking place, because the previous data Peter Parker is now going to be modified and the new data is going to be assigned. So for that reason again there is going to be deduction. See, the request has come from HTTP localhost 3000, as you can see in the URL, right? And this is the your smart contract address. See, look over here, AA3. So AA3 is the address of the smart contract, right? So that is also shown over here, and it is deducting 0.0001 ETH. That's the deduction taking place. So the moment if I confine, yeah, I am confirming, yes, please go ahead, and immediately what happened, Peter Parker gets changed, and you are now seeing Swaroop Shah. So previously what was there? Previously it was Peter Parker, right? And now it got modified to Swaroop Shah. And this is the latest data, you can say so. Peter Parker is also there. At the same time, the upgradation has taken place. So now if I stop my application, if I rerun my application, so let's see over here, this is the deployment taken place over here, because after updation has taken place over here. Now if I stop my React application, and if I resume, so if I refresh the page, of course React is not there, so there will be page not found. But if I resume the React application once again, this time I won't be able to see Peter Parker anymore. Rather I will be seeing Swaroop Shah, because that upgradation has taken place over here. And as you can see, Peter Parker is no longer been shown, because your smart contract got updated and the new data that is coming up is Peter Parker. Okay, so finally what I did is that with the help of, this is a very small application I showed you, that how exactly the data from the smart contract is been supplied to the React application, and while doing that, how MetaMask, the wallet, comes in picture, and over there the ETH plays the important role for the deployment of your smart contract, okay, is in the Ethereum network. And for that reason I was using a local network, and that was the HardHat. So HardHat gave me the flexibility where I can work with the smart contract with deploy, which I can go for debug, even I can go for testing, unit testing. In fact, I have a plan to work on that as well, and for that reason there is a framework called CHAI, and that can be used for Solidity to perform the unit testing even in the HardHat also. Okay, so from this video presentation you saw that how smart contract can work hands-on with the React application. It can be any front-end application. Right now I'm using React, so it can be some other application also. That is also possible. Okay, so let's come to an end of this video, and my next video I'll be showing few more stuff regarding smart contract as well as React. Until then, have a nice time. Take care. Bye bye.